Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Hunter Elliott with rangehot.com. I do hope everybody's doing well. So this afternoon we are revisiting a handgun that is no stranger to rangehot.com, and that is the Hi-Point C9. Except this is not exactly the C9, this is the Yeet Cannon G1. The difference is the Yeet Cannon now comes with a factory threaded barrel, which I am so thankful to see. First thing I want to show you is the factory 8-round magazine is out, and you can see the chamber's clear as indicated by the barrel blocker here. The factory magazine is 8-rounder. They work just fine, but you can also get an optional 10-rounder, and the 10-rounder will also function in the carbine. Hi-Point gets a lot of grief on the internet message boards and the forums and all that sort of stuff, and I get it. It's really, really cool to be a gun snob. I can afford this Les Baer and this Wilson, so I wouldn't dare talk to somebody that would buy a Hi-Point. Whatever. In my opinion, when I see these people hating on Hi-Points or anything like that, it is what it is. They're trying to add a little bit of self-importance by putting other folks down. But as I've said so many times in the past, and all of my Hi-Point reviews, y'all, we're in this together. So we need to hang together, or we will surely hang separate. I believe there was somebody very wise said that at one point. So the gun community, we got to stick together. All this gun snobbery and trash talking needs to come to a halt, unless you're going to trash Kimber, in which I'm all about it. I don't give a damn for anything Kimber makes. But anyway, back to the Hi-Point review. We got probably 500 rounds through this little 9mm. Most of that was full metal jacket and defensive rounds. Hornady, Corbin, Defender ammo, everything we run through it, a lot of bar no issues or problems. The only thing that was an intermittent issue was with some of the really light loads, it did not consistently lock the slide to the rear on the magazine, which that is not an uncommon event with the really light bullets and the subsonic ammo. Now, I would say probably a half of the review we did ran. I'm from North Carolina, y'all. From where I come from, that's just fine. We did run a silencer on it, primarily the Liberty suppressor Centurion, but I run a couple other Liberty suppressors and the AAC Illusion on the gun. As far as accuracy wise, with or without the can, it really didn't make any much of a difference. We were averaging around 3.5-inch groups at 25 yards from a rest. However, there will be a chart on rangehot.com. If you're curious about that, the specific groups that the gun shot with the specific ammunition that we used, you can jump over to rangehot.com to the written article. It's going to have a lot more of the details and that sort of stuff as well. Speaking of details, let's talk about the barrel length. It is 3.9 inches, just over with the threaded barrel. The overall length of the gun is 7.6 inches, weighs in just under 30 ounces. The gun is plus P rated, and it is made entirely in the United States of America, and it has a unconditional transferable lifetime warranty. The front sight is a nice blade with a yellow coloration there, and the rear is a good U-notch with 2 red dots. I like that better. That works good for me. I like the way the sights are set up on the gun. Speaking of everything else, you do have a thumb-mounted safety. Thumb-mounted safety, could we say that? Because it's really mounted on the gun. So we're going to say receiver-mounted safety that's actuated with a thumb. Look here, y'all. I'm really trying to do this in one take, so just bear with me. Coming right here to the rear of the receiver, it does have a pretty generous beaver tail. We got some deers here over here at the house. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're fitting to get it on. Hey, not till the sun goes down, y'all. Everybody deserves to have a handgun for self-defense or carbine or rifle or what have you. A lot of folks, though, money's tight. It's hard to be able to go out and spend $700, $800, $1,000 on a handgun that you can use to defend yourself with, that you can carry with you. And I'm actually going to wind up hanging on to this. Hi-Point's got my daggum credit card number. Dave, you know what time it is, brother. Just let's go ahead and do the paperwork. Well, the paperwork, I'm figuratively speaking, y'all. This is legal. I got it. We ain't doing nothing shady here. I want to say a big thank you to Hi-Point for getting me this Yeet Cannon out. We've had this gun about 5 months now, and that's a long time, but we really shot it a lot, got a lot of different people to shoot it. We put a lot of ammunition through it, so I wanted to make sure we were good to go. I want to say another shout out to Liberty Suppressors. Those guys, they make really good quality stuff. They hooked me up with several cans for different reviews. I've done a lot for them. I really do like the stuff they make. So if you're in the market for a reasonable, affordable handgun that's gonna work, absolutely High Point is worth considering. And if you're thinking about dipping your toe into that NFA market and you're thinking, you know, I wouldn't mind having a can, I would say check out what Liberty Suppressors has got going on. They've got a lot of really good stuff. If you do like the video, please consider subscribing. That's all I got, y'all. I want you to take care of yourselves and each other, and I look forward to seeing you at the range.